Jason, anybody who has watched your videos
Yes.
or has been on your Instagram, even Facebook, there's one common thread that draws people to Jason Waugh,
Yeah.
and that is the food you cook
Oh.
when you go backpacking. So I'm getting ready this year. I want to change up the way I do my cooking on the
Yes.
trail. I actually bought a new pot
Yep.
that I can specifically hang because
What
I
kind of
didn't have
pot
one
did
like
you get?
that. I'll show it to you here in a little bit.
Okay.
I'm actually doing a video. I'm gonna talk about it this week because
All right, all right.
switched up some gear. You know, now that I am doing cooking different, and I've got the stuff to do that. It's all basically because of camping with you.
Thanks.
I mean,
Appreciate that.
you have given me a new joy for food when I backpack.
Nice.
When I started, it was more just get some dehydrated things so I have food.
He loves Mountain House, by the way.
Hush,
You know,
Hush.
can I tell you something funny? I think I had one Mountain House. I had a biscuits and gravy. And I think that's it. I think I've had one biscuits and gravy, and
That's
that's it. Everything else has been like, I'll buy the North Sides, and
Cheaper.
I'll buy chicken, or I'll buy tuna or something. But I don't want to do that anymore.
No.
I want food. And after backpacking with Jason,
Thank you.
by the way, that's on YouTube.
Backpacking with
That's
Jason.
right.
Backpacking with Jason, I enjoy food more, and I want you to talk a little bit about your philosophy and the different kinds of things you make when you go out on the trail.
Okay. I could suggest, so it's wintertime right now, that if it's wintertime, it's cold. So you can bring eggs, cheese, whatever. You know, you can bring just whatever you want. The first night, I like to always, especially during wintertime, bring the food. But so if I stay a couple of nights, I might freeze a steak and just let it kind of thaw out while it's in my backpack and so forth. So, you know, I'll have it for Saturday night. And, you know, potatoes. I mean, it's potatoes. You can bring it whatever. Rolls. Bring rolls. I know it's heavy. So, but I'm not ultralight packing. I'm not caring. I absolutely do not care what my backpack weighs in the winter. Not whatsoever.
Well, you don't really have much of a choice. I mean, the gear's always going to be heavier in the
Yeah.
wintertime.
Wintertime, you know, I'm bringing a saw, flip saw. I'm probably bringing a knife. You know, I'm bringing stuff to build fire and stay warm and so forth like that. Now, I like doing a lot of section hiking the AT. I've done the first 400 miles. I'm at mile marker 428.
Nice.
So I'm almost
awesome.
in Virginia.
Nice.
So when I do these trips, first night, I still bring a good food for that first night. I might cook some steak and peppers, just put it in aluminum foil, heat it up, maybe bring a few tortillas and put it on there. So that first night, you know, I'm usually drive all the way to wherever, you know, Tennessee, North Carolina. I go hike 6-7 miles. You know, we're getting in there. I want to have a good meal. I don't want to eat a freaking dehydrated food on there. And then the rest of the time, I do take, you know, Packet Gourmet or North Sides, tuna, so forth like that.
Yeah.
But that first night, especially now if you're going on an overnighter, spring, fall, summer, something like that, or even winter, why are you bringing a dehydrated
Oh, here
meal
it comes.
for an overnighter?
Here it comes.
Now, I might catch it from a lot of people on this, but
Yeah.
you're spending one night in the woods. Bring you a steak, bring some chicken, bring a pork chops, bring some kind of soup,
Well,
bring
can
a
I tell you
chili,
something? Can I
bring
tell you
it,
something?
bring food. You're coming out to camp. Build you a fire.
I love it.
Cook some food.
Can I
Make
tell you
it
something,
a
man?
camping trip.
Can I
this
tell
man
you
a
something? You got to
soapbox.
hear this. You got to hear this. So I'm going backpacking with some guys that we all know, we're friends with this weekend, and I sent them a text. We have a group text going. I just sent them a text and I said, "Guys, we got a Kentucky tradition to keep up. You guys down for eating steaks the first night?"
There we go.
And everybody's
Thank
like,
you.
everybody to a
That's-
T goes, "That's a great idea." And so like
Exactly.
everybody's bringing steaks, and
Oh,
I'm on tomorrow night.
nice.
I'm cooking up some potatoes and some
See?
peppers. And I'm just gonna have those.
Yes.
I'm gonna get those, and I'm gonna freeze it all
Yes.
because I got to drive 9 hours to get up to this place.
Yeah.
And I'm staying at a hotel the night before. Luckily, there'll probably be a refrigerator in the hotel, so
Yes.
So I'll put everything in the refrigerator that night, but it'll be thawed out by the time I get out to camp that night. But it'll still be cold because it's gonna be like 30 degrees out. So
And if it's 30 degrees, then you can just bring whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
it'll be good out there.
yeah.
But
Well, I noticed your buddy. You went out on a trip just like last week or something, and your buddy actually took chocolate milk,
yes.
like a half gallon of chocolate
No
milk. out with him.
way.
yes. See,
Tell me about that.
well, my buddy Derek. So every year when we go camping in the winter, Derek likes bringing True Moo chocolate milk. He loves chocolate milk.
Yeah,
And-
dude. Everybody
and
loves chocolate milk.
So
I
so we're usually by water, so he sticks it in the creek. You know, it stays cold.
Yeah.
And Derek's likes cooking it up like me. You know, he brings sausage, eggs, and everything
Let's
like
go
that.
with Derek too.
I know. We need to
And,
invite him along for one
oh,
of these trips.
that's for sure. Y'all definitely gonna meet my buddy Derek. But anyway, that's to me. I think cooking over a campfire, that's camping. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
The only time I think you should break out the dehydrated foods if when you're doing longer miles, many more days, and so forth like that.
Yeah.
I don't think you need it for an overnighter. Come on, guys and girls, everybody.
Preaching.
Come on, I'm
Now,
telling
I
you.
will say, when I was doing the Sheltoe Trace, the last thing I wanted to do was actually cook. Like,
Yeah.
I think with you on the long trail, it's probably the same thing. At the end of the day, I just want what is the fastest thing and boil up and just eat this stuff.
Yeah.
And-
But when I go like with you, and we do, or you, and we're like on a weekend where it's just like a
Yes.
couple days,
Right.
dude, that campfire is what
Bring
it's
it.
all about. I'm not doing long miles. I'm just out there to hang out with my buddies.
And still, if you're doing long mileage, you know those dehydrated meals are expensive. Like they're
Yeah.
$7-8 a pop for a meal. You're like, come on, man, I can get a Knorr side.
Yep.
And if you can't understand my accent, I'm saying Knor, Knorr. But I think they're like $1.
Yeah,
$1
$1.
at the store,
$1.
and you can get pastas, you can get rice, and there's different ways that you can mix things up. I mean, you
Yep.
get the tuna sides and get some, pasta and throw the tuna in there
Oh,
with the
yeah.
pasta. I like bringing Knorr sides. They have like fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I like bringing that, and I'll bring some Parmesan. I'll bring Parmesan cheese with me. And I'll sprinkle the Parmesan cheese in it and
Oh,
cook it
yeah.
up. I mean, there's ways that you can do food
And
instead
still
of
keep your weight down.
and yes,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
different ways that you don't have to just bring a dehydrated meal,
Yeah.
especially on an overnighter.
Dan Becker, we are talking to you right now, buddy.
That's right. Because Pete
Mr.
2.0.
You and Tim Watson, man. You and your Mountain House
You're a
meals,
big
boys.
fat liar.
you know what
It's
the show's brother?
that's the Shield
The
brother
button, they got the
job.
button.
You're a big fat liar.
No, but no, I know, like, I'd never even done a Mountain House meal until, gosh, probably this last year. I mean, I'd been backpacking for a year and a half before I ever touched a Mountain House
Yeah,
meal.
you're never going to get sponsored by Mountain House after
No,
this.
that's not gonna happen.
Not gonna
Although I
happen.
will say I like Peak Refuel a lot.
You're definitely gonna get a thumbs down
Yeah,
by Tim
yeah.
Watson.
Tim, we don't know each other, but
So have
Mountain House is
y'all,
okay.
have y'all tried I like to do the Spanish rice or the Mexican rice.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
And then
love
put
it.
summer sausage in there and cook that together.
Great
Oh my
idea. Or
gosh, it's so good.
pepperonis.
Pepperonis is delicious too.
I'm not gonna lie with you
Salami.
guys. I know this isn't popular for some people, but I'm down with the spam.
The
I'll
Spam,
chop
I like it
up some
roasted.
spam and I'll put it in things, and yeah, I like it, man.
Let me tell you what you can do with that spam.
And that's okay.
No, man,
That's
listen to
okay,
this.
brother.
This is what you do with it. I did this on the long trail. You buy those single packets of spam.
That's what I did, yeah.
Right? And then it's all like gooey and goopy and stuff. That's nasty.
Yes.
But those
it's
fats are
spam.
good. Fats are good for you. There's just
Yeah.
what you do is you take your little gas canister stove. If you don't want to build a fire, you crank that baby up and roast the spam over it.
I did that.
Oh my gosh! Yes, fist bump
I
to that.
totally did that, and then
It's
you
so
chop-
much better.
and then you chop it up.
Put
and
it in
you
a
put
burrito.
It in your north side.
North side too.
You put that in your north side, and then it's like
See?
it nails it, man. And
Hey.
here's the thing: when you're backpacking, things just taste better than they
yeah.
probably should. Like there's certain food. That's why I like backpacking with you, because you actually really food I would eat if I wasn't backpacking.
Yes.
But like this stuff with the north sides, I'm not just gonna eat that for lunch.
No.
But when I'm on a trail, I don't know why that tastes so good.
I think
And,
everything
and
does.
you know what? Those are so much cheaper than getting a $7 or $8.
$1.
Yeah, $1 for the Knorr, $8 or whatever, 7 for a Mountain House. And
Well, I used to get I would buy minute rice. I'd buy a box of minute rice and just
Yes.
portion some out in little
Oh.
Ziploc bags, and then I would have that, and then throw in some spicy like sriracha tuna
yes,
or something like that with it, and that was great. And it's way cheaper. Like a box of minute rice, which has like 30 servings in it or something, is like $3 or $4,
yes.
and you can get the Kroger brand of it, which is super cheap, and you portion that out, you got meals for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, and some olive oil to add some calories.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I go to there's a store in Meyer. You can go to Kroger's or
Yeah.
Walmart in the travel section. They have little jars that you can get, and you can put olive oil in it. Just little travel size
Yeah.
things.
Yep.
Little, then you put that stuff in there, and little things like Snickers bars instead of Cliff bars. Cliff bars are expensive. You know, they are expensive. You
Like
know, you
almost
can get a
$3.
Snickers bar for $1.
Right.
You know, or any kind of candy bar, and they're pretty much the same thing as a Cliff bar.
You know, I find Cliff Bars at Kroger for like $1.
Really?
Yeah, check it out. Seriously.
Cliff Bar for $1. That's a good deal.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
shoot straight with you. When I did Kilimanjaro
Yep.
back in 2016, everybody had Cliff Bars, and we were up there for 7 days. And by day 5, we had traded every Cliff Bar known to man to each other. I'd had every flavor known. It took me 2.5 years to eat another Cliff Bar. It wasn't until this past fall I even wanted to put one in my mouth. I was like so
what was those
grossed
morning
out.
constitutionals like?
I was
like?
grossed out.
I was living off Cliff Bars. That would be
We're gonna have to
rough
bring,
morning
you back on
constitutional.
here and talk about our worst poop accidents on the trail at some point because I've got some good ones.